What?
Blue microphone. What the fuck you mean blue microphones? Testing, testing, testing. Okay. Yay. Christ. Testing, testing. Output settings. Testing, testing, testing. Okay, Christ. That was annoying. Also, I need to get a new Surface Dock. I think. Apparently, share this live stream to Kakao Talk, which is a real thing, apparently. I've heard nothing of it. But I digress. Okay, Discord, do we want to function, please? Thank you, Discord. You can close now. Okay. Streaming blip. Okay. Now we just do music. Pick an app. Can we just do regular? Is my media player not working? Oh, fuck's sake. Oops. Nope, that's the music folder. Kids, don't download optimization software. It just messes you up. Store. Windows Media Player. Yeah, it got deleted somehow. Goodness gracious me. Okay, there we go. Media player's now open. So we should. There we go. Man. Lots of technical difficulties this stream. Permission to access the fuck do you mean? Don't have permission to access the file. Why? Why don't you have permission to access the file? What the fuck? Oh my god. Meet the new media player. Settings. God. Okay. Now, if we go to media player. Thank you. Good lord, that did not need to be as difficult. Okay. As you can see, some stuff is clearly broken since we've last discussed, and yeah, it looks like okay. Shaders and streaming don't go well together, so we will be disabling the shaders, and we will be live streaming. What is up, people? Welcome back to the Okay, cool. We're lag spiking. Love that. Welcome back to the live stream. We are on my survival world. Although, anyone familiar with the Gatekeep SMP might think otherwise. Yes, I still have the schematic for the Capitol on my computer, so I just straight up rebuilt the Capitol, and also built this entire mountain extension around it. It's a little bit shitty, but it's mostly fine. So, yeah. Don't mind the chat. That was where I went digging. Can we not lag spike for 2 goddamn seconds? I don't know what the hell my computer's doing. It did some optimization stuff, and I regret it, but then the program decided to overwrite my rollback file. So, that's cool and swag. Okay, so we are going to need... Actually, what type of slab did I use? Was it... It was regular diorite. Okay, so I don't have any of that in my storage system. I'll have it, but I don't have the slab, so we're just gonna do that. We're gonna need a couple of glow lichen. Anyway, so what the title is referencing is this wheat farm. It's powered by a villager, and I built it yesterday while I was sleep deprived as fuck. So now I'm just sort of working on the sort of kind of ironing out the kinks. There we go. Okay, so that is entirely not the glass block that I should have broken. Guess we're just gonna do that. And then we're gonna just that. And then that should hopefully fix what? Wheat. I thought you were just saying what? As if this was confusing, but yeah, no, this is my sleep-deprived villager wheat farm with surrounding wheat field that's pretty much just for decoration, although if this is not producing enough, which it's definitely not, I can always just grab wheat out of here, but it's mainly meant to just be kind of a decorative wheat field. That was actually Ira's idea, I'm pretty sure. I think I was just, like, showing him showing him my world, and I mentioned I was gonna, like, build a little wheat thing here. I think he mentioned, or maybe I don't know. Somehow he mentioned something about a wheat field, and I was like, a wheat field by where I'm gonna put the wheat farm. Very interesting idea. Indeed it was. Also, it seems like there is a certain range within the wheat farm in which it just doesn't work, and if you're over there, you're out of that range. I learned that while I was eating lunch. But yeah, basically how it works is this guy here, he just kind of plants and replants wheat, but he can't pick up any of the wheat because his inventory is entirely filled with wheat seeds. And then this minecart just kind of goes around picking up all the wheat off of the floor, and then it sends it into this water stream, which then crafts the wheat into hay bales, because that's more compact, and then it goes in through this tube, and then through there, and then up there, and then into here, where the hay bales and things are sorted, and oh, you can't, the entities don't seem to load. Fuck. Okay, so that is a problem. Sometimes. Why is it not consistent? Oh, because I'm guessing... Yeah, I guess this goes varying amounts of left to right, and if it's like fully there at the left, then it's fine. But if it's not, then it's not. Oh no, it's the slab. Okay. That's kind of an unexpected plot twist. Okay, that I can work with, potentially. Let's just let the wheat go into the sorting system. And this can also double as a seed farm. So that way if I want to put another villager in here, which I'm likely going to, because this pattern suggests that villagers don't do wheat within a certain radius of the thing. Which is a very interesting development that I was not aware of, because I'm not doing any research. I initially had this composter over here. It turns out they like to put the seeds in the composters because they're stupid, and then that means the seeds aren't in their inventories, which means they can pick up wheat and craft it into bread. That means that this isn't picking up wheat, which goes against the whole fucking point of the thing. So, yeah, so it turns out you gotta put a trapdoor, and I'd initially done some stuff with, like, trapdoors all around here, but but then that kind of, I don't know, I figured it would just be better to put it here, because I initially also had it so any seeds that were picked up by here were just sort of dropped over here, and I still do technically have it like that. I just have that turned off, because it doesn't look like I actually need it, and I can't be bothered to dismantle the system, so it's just gonna be like that. But, yeah, I think we might need to get another villager in here, because it's starting to look like there's a certain radius around which this guy just won't do his goddamn job. Which is interesting, an interesting development. Which means we're gonna have to do another villager, which is fine, because now with the new changes where boats can do, you can do leads and boats and stuff, that actually makes, it's actually really not that hard to get a villager over here. You just kind of need to have 8 stacks of seeds, which, how is that goal looking? Not very. It's looking not very. So we are going to situations like this is what this is for. And I'll probably do a little bit more stuff around here later. I don't know. For now, this is just kind of how it's looking. So let's just get ourselves like 8 stacks of seeds. And I also installed this mod, which we will see in action in a bit. And it basically just shows me what's in a villager's inventory, because I noticed the villagers in the breeder were like throwing carrots to each other, and that was really annoying, because I couldn't tell that they were throwing carrots to each other until after I had already thrown them all of the seeds, and then at that point I'm down like 7 stacks of seeds. Then I would just have to get them all again, and I don't really want to do that, so I just got this mod that'll show me, if I shift right click on a villager, it'll show me their inventories, so then I immediately know if I have to murder that villager, or if I can take it with me. Okay, so after replanting wheat here, we can just do a little bit of this. Seeds, glorious seeds. Black spikes. Black spikes are fun. Our audio levels. In theory, fine. I don't know if the music's too loud. Let me know if I gotta turn up the microphone audio a little bit. Plant the seeds. Also, I do have crop trampling disabled. I don't know if that's just a game rule or if that's a data pack I've got going on. Yeah, this villager... He's got any sense about him, he should be going around to these. I don't think he is. I don't know, we're just gonna... Yeah, either way, a second villager really can't hurt efficiency. So, we're just gonna... do that. Also, I'm just gonna put these... Big wheat farm, bro. Thank you, Majestic Taco. Your name is not familiar to me. So you might... So I assume that means you are new here, in which case, welcome. There's our crafter system in action. Let's put the wheat in there. Yeah, I mean, this automatic part of the wheat farm is definitely not great. I will probably end up building I'll probably end up building much better ones going on like underground or something. This one for now is just kind of to have a little bit of passive income because I'm not really using wheat that much, and also it gives me seeds that I can then use for more of these guys. This is nice. This is part of a series, kind of. I've done a few videos on this world before, like 1, maybe 2. I don't know, I know this storage system here was my most recent video. Of course, recent is not how I would describe that video, because it's like, that's the thing I want to do with this one. Because it's like a year old now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, we got more than 8 seeds, we are good. So let's get reparations done. Composters are in here. But yeah, this is sort of part of a series, but it's not a very strictly upheld series. I haven't recorded really anything I've done in this world in quite a minute. Let's do here so I can talk easier to it. Wonderful. And we'll just do, this will be a stone brick, this will be a stone brick, this one won't be a stone brick, that can just stay seeds. Quick coffee break, and by coffee, I mean coughing. Aha, see what I did there? I'm incredibly humorous. Just check audio levels. Let's do some of this, and some of that. And up here, we are going through fireworks quickly. Luckily, I do have farms for that, so it is... Have no fear. But yes, so... Boom, 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 boom. And yeah, just for shits and giggles, we'll just do a little bit of that action. That. Splendid. Okay. Design is a little more in line. Which is good. Yes, now we just need to get trapdoor. Yet again. Maybe after I get my trapdoor. We can... Okay, wonderful landing. Eddie sticks the landing. I am very skilled at this game. How much I go in here to constantly just be fixing shit and debugging things. You'd think I would just make a proper door. Okay, yeah, he's still got all of his seeds. Fuck, no. That is not what I wanted to do. Sir, don't you worry. Oh, that's fucked up the seeds out there too, hasn't it? Not to worry, Mr. Villager, not to worry. I will replant these for you so you can keep your inventory still nice and filled up with seeds. There we go. Okay, that was unpleasant, and this will stay stone bricks as opposed to going with this farmland, because if I were to extend the rails all the way over here, then that would just cause problems with how my redstone is set up, and I'd have to like redo that entire thing, and I don't really want to do that, so yeah, it's just kind of a whole thing. Yeah, it's just a whole situation, so we're just gonna leave this like this. And have this be an extra workstation. And then we'll get an extra villager now. I think we can just do that now because we have all of the required preparations. So let's get our extra wheat in there. So we're just gonna go straight back there. Yes, okay. Do you like cheese? Honestly, I have not eaten cheese, which does sound like an insane thing to say. Here's the interesting rmbu lore. So my body is very weird in that it does not receive food very well a lot of the time. Am I out of gold in the golden carrot farm? I believe I am. I have to refill that. Okay. But yeah, my body is weird about food, so there's kind of like a pretty small selection of things that I can eat. And because I got autism, I like to eat them in the same order, same thing, same whatever every day. Which I think is also maybe why my body has such a weird, like, vomity reaction to a lot of foods. And cheese is not on the list of the everything's all fine and dandy foods. So, I have not eaten cheese ever. Which is insane, I'm aware. But, I don't know, that's how it be. Yeah, so I have no idea if I like cheese. I'll say I don't love how it smells. So, but it does look pretty. I don't really love how it smells. It kind of smells weird. That's not the correct building. Just kicked my desk and something slipped. Nope, not E. Alrighty. So now we just go here. Do that. And there we go. Just make it look a little nicer. There we go. Now our golden carrot crafter should be crafting up golden carrots for us. It is lovely. Love that. Yeah, this golden... Are you AI? I am not. AI could never recreate my autism swag. Just pop up a little bit on that. For now. What am I looking for? What am I doing now? Oh yeah, villager time. It's villager time. We're doing villagers. It's villager time. And also, that means I also need to set up some scaffolding stuff. Gotta set up some scaffolding so we can actually get the villagers for villager time over to the villager time area. Lag spike. Thank you, computer. I have a creaking farm, and I've never really had a use for resin. It's just so vibrant, which I love. I love that it's vibrant, but that's very hard to work into things. It's villager time. It's like we want 6 scaffoldings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for villager time. And we want to go out from here down to like, I don't know, here somewhere. This is good. We'll get it to be about, that's not how we get it to the same Y level. That's an X level. That's different. Or a Z, I don't know. Is it X or Z? Side tangent. Where is... It was a Z level. I'm stupid. Okay, there we go. Up there. Then we make a bridge for villager time. Is my brightness fully up? A max frame rate. We don't want that there. The brightness is at 50%. That is not correct. Let's fix that. Why the hell was it at 50? That's a weird number for it to be at. That would explain things. Okay. Alrighty, there we go. Now we have all of our preparations in place for villager time. Now we just need a boat and a lead and our 8 stacks of seeds. Which we don't even really need 8 stacks of seeds. There. We could technically do 8 stacks of seeds at the thing, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 stacks of seeds. Let's do these like this in the chest so they're all nice. Okay, we got 8 stacks of seeds. Boats are non-stackable items, so they go in the we can't sort this area of the storage system. It's pretty much only unstackables. Hell yeah to that, brother. Also, in case I was curious, I have not updated to the newest game drop yet, because that would mean I'd have to get all of my mods in order, and I haven't done that yet. And at this point, I'm just gonna wait until they update the 121.7 hotfix. Because, yeah. So we're just skipping 121.6 and going right up to 121.7, because it's the same thing, but with a couple bugs fixed. And also there's the new chicken jockey disc that I have no intention of getting, because it's, I don't know. I feel like that little, like, or I guess the disc is lava chicken. You get it by killing a chicken jockey. I think on that one they kind of leaned too far into the meme, in that I think they thought that we thought that the actual, like, joke itself was funny, but, like, I don't know, the humor of it was ironic. Like, no one was unironically thinking, like, haha, it's so funny. Well, I mean, it is kind of funny the way, like, Jack Black's delivery of the whole chicken jockey line is, but, like, I don't know, it's more funny in an ironic sense. And I think a lot of the humor was also people's reaction to it. Like, the joke, like, chicken jockey itself wasn't entirely the joke, it was people's reactions and, like, people losing their shit in the theaters. That was sort of, like, the videos of people losing their shit in the theaters. The funny part of those isn't Jack Black saying chicken jockey, it's the theater's reaction. Like, I don't know. I think they just thought that, like, I think they failed to understand what the actual, what the source of the funny was. The point of that being, I think the lava chicken music disc was kind of a swing and a miss, because in actuality, it was just kind of like a bit of a... I'm so fucking stupid. I'm so stupid. I forgot to check their inventory. I forgot to check the villagers' inventory. Oh my god, I'm dumb. Build your head. That was the whole thing. I downloaded that whole mod just to make this portion of the process easier, and specifically to avoid doing what I just did. Oh my god. Just put that there. Gotta go grab more seeds. Actually, I wonder, can I just free camp? Can I free camp this? I don't know why I would. No, of course I can't. I don't know why I would be able to, because I can't trade for some free camp. So I don't know why this would be any different. Lag spike. Thanks again, computer. Okay. Let's go through to here. How am I like you're doing? Yeah, let's just repair shit, just in case. Let's try strike type. Pretty much. I mean, Fade B's the name I recognize, but everyone else seems to be new people. We love new people, which actually that kind of makes sense, given how much of my recommended feed is just like Minecraft videos. Just like no views. I just got here. That is okay. I am currently adding another villager into my automatic wheat farm and having a lag spike on my computer. And repairing my wings. But yes, currently, actually we're about to go see the wheat farm area because I need to harvest more wheat seeds because I just made the mistake of throwing all of my wheat seeds to a villager before checking its inventory with a mod I downloaded yesterday. Because also that mod doesn't allow me to take things out of their inventories, which is kind of an oversight, and I have found no mods that do. At least on the mod run thing. So this is my clusterfuck of a wheat farm. The resin and scaffolding part's temporary. That's just to get a villager boat onto the roof so then I can drop it in. But basically what happens is this guy doesn't seem like he's able to do any work in this area because he's too far away from his composter. I don't know if that's an actual thing or not. I've done like zero research going into this. The reason these seeds aren't fully grown now is because when I was building this, I accidentally let water in, and that flooded things, so I replanted these seeds. But normally he doesn't seem like he likes to work on that, so I'm now adding another villager whose workstation is over here. In between the two of them, they should be able to get this area. And even if I'm wrong, well, it's still twice the villagers doing the work, so it's still a little more efficient anyway, which is never a bad thing. Also, this wheat farm, the plan is for this wheat farm to pretty much just be a decoration around here. That is not actually the case so far, because I've had to keep fixing my fuck-ups. But, it's fine. So currently, we're just picking this up. Also, after I finished debugging, the plan was I wouldn't really have to do that much debugging, and then I would start actually building the barn or whatever. Thank you, lag spike. Around this, but we have not gotten there yet. Yeah, there will be a pretty build around this. It'll be a nice little barn. It'll be because we're doing pretty things here. We want my base to not be an eyesore. Yeah, that's probably 8 stacks. Not tax speed. I want placement restriction and also fast place. Also, all of this wheat around me. Let's throw some wheat into here. Oh, okay, this does not work like that. Okay. There we go. That should work. And there we go. Alrighty, so let's see. Let's just do and oh, that's satisfying. Perfect. Okay, there we go. Do I still have my fast place on? Yep. Oh, and then I also forgot to mention D2 Sharpie, also a new name. Lots of new people here. We'd love to see it. Maybe I should actually like record and upload. Maybe we get more new people. That would be smart, wouldn't it? But yeah, all of the wheat and stuff from here, and other farms too, eventually that'll probably build around. I'll also get them funneled into here, and they will also go into the storage system, which is why there's so many item sorters. And I've also just realized that Hopper is not going to be able to pick up all of that. Cool, that's just going to waste because I threw too much in at once. It's fine, this stuff does itself, so it produces itself. It'll just keep producing wheat in the background, which means wheat is pretty much a automatically renewable resource. And it's a pretty slowly automatically renewable resource. But we ball. And restock. Let's restock my seeds in my hand. Eventually this wheat field here will be decoration, but for now it's serving a purpose. Eventually it won't have to, because we'll just accumulate so much wheat when we're not using it. And whenever, on the occasions that we do need it, we'll have some. And that's 16 extra seeds that can go into here. And I don't really care about the hay bales in there. I have other things to do. We're not limited to. Villagers, getting my villagers sorted. And this time, I'm gonna use my cool little inventory checker mod before 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, before we throw my entire stock of seeds into a villager's inventory, and then end up just wasting the seeds. Alrighty, let's do it right this time. I hear you coughing. Yes, I have a cough. I've had a cough pretty much every evening for the past couple weeks. I don't really know why. It only really surfaces badly in the evenings for some reason. Mornings and evenings. Alrighty. Let's get you sent out to the corner. This is my starter base. I used to live here, but then I decided I was bored of having to like sort my items manually. So then I moved. Okay, we've got our 8 stacks of seeds, and this time we're gonna use our handy little shift right click, check this villager's inventory before I throw him all my wheat seeds. Okay, I'm safe to throw him all of my wheat seeds because his inventory isn't. Also, villagers only have 8 inventory slots, but this mod shows 9 because that's how Minecraft works. Also, I can't like directly interact with the inventory, so I have to just do this. But boom, now he has 8. Well, I know I can't do that. That's impressive. The inventory. But yeah, this is very nice because the villager breeder uses carrots, so occasionally sometimes they'll have a carrot in the slot, and that means they'll be planting carrots inside of my wheat farm and breaking everything, and I don't want that. That is bad. Also, the pumpkins right here, they come from this tube. I have a system here where normally the pumpkin farm stocks up to here, but when that's full, then it instead diverts them into this water stream, which takes them into here, and then it composters them into bone meal. My iron farm also does that with poppies, where it'll stock up the chest of poppies in case I need industrial quantities of poppies for some reason. And if that's full, which it is, because well, who the fuck is actually using the poppies, then it diverts them into the composters. So we just kind of have a bunch of bone meal. Okay, pumpkin. Pumpkin, are you gonna cause problems? Let's get you up here. I can make this jump. I swear. There we go. Let's not do that. Let's see, how much bone meal do we have? Also, the bone meal gets crafted into bone blocks, so we have like a stack and 48 bone blocks coming from not even really because I don't think the pumpkin farm works when I'm not here. I know the iron farm works when I'm not here because it's in spawn chunks. I have the spawn chunks used to be 10 blocks when I started this world, but then an update came around, or not 10 blocks, 10 chunks. But then an update came around that chopped it down to 3 chunks. But again, lag spikes. But I just used a game rule to put it back over to 10 chunks because I like having my iron farm produce passive iron while I'm not here, and I am not often here. How much iron I have? Full iron. I have so much iron that I'm pretty sure any iron that I do have is going into here. And please tell me, I might be stupid. Hold on. I've just realized a potential broken thing. Okay. So, I have just realized a problem. If I go to my bee farm, I'm gonna find iron blocks in the bee farm where it's supposed to just be bottles, aren't I? I'm about to find that. I think I'm going to find that. Am I gonna find that? Wait, no, I'm just remembering. I think I failed to see. I think I did foresee this, and I think I did put in a safeguard. I might have. I mean, it looks like I did, because there should 100% be iron blocks in there. Let me just make sure I did put in the safeguard. Okay. I put in the safeguard. I don't have to debug another thing. I wasn't stupid back then. So yeah, I guess the iron blocks would then just go, like, down here. And then they just kind of, like, despawn on the floor or something. Well, I guess none are visible right now. I guess they've all despawned. Cool! Swag! Okay. Back to villager. Hello, villager. How are you, villager? Alrighty. Now we just have to boat him all the way over to my place. Which might take a second because it is 2,000 blocks away. I know, buddy. You're gonna be enslaved and produce wheat for the rest of your infinite life. Isn't that fun? All birch forest and a jungle. That goes down to my mine. Because there's new people here. Let's see the mine. It's like way down here, all the way at y-53. It would be lower, but lava spawns lower, and I don't really like lava. See, I put a beacon over there in my old tunnel bore tunnel. Now I have a new tunnel bore tunnel. It's very big. Deep slate and diamonds and such will not be a problem for me. Tried to lean back and away from the microphone there. For your listening pleasure. So we just kind of go this way for like ever. So let's try and aim ourselves correctly. Wow. What are we wowing at? What has piqued our interest? That sounds hostile. I do not mean that hostilely. I am just curious. I am just a curious man who looks like a woman. It's not entirely intentional. In real life, I just have long hair. Although in real life, I am not a ginger. I just like ginger hair. I like your world. Thank you. I like my world too. I think I started this on October 18th, 2023. I have a sign with the start date back in the starter base, but we just left the starter base. So, yeah. I also just remembered I have done at least 2 videos on this world, because I also did a video in which I beat the dragon for the first time ever alone in this game. I've been playing this game since, I believe, 2013. It took me 10 years to beat the Ender Dragon. That's a long time, yet. It was a long time playing Minecraft? Okay, I thought this was floating sand, and I wanted to make it not float. It is not floating sand. Yeah, I've been playing this game for a while. I've been playing this game since I was in 2nd grade, and I killed the dragon in my senior year of high school. Which is a little sad, but hey. I guess I've just been doing other things. I've been building my shit. I've been redstoning. One of these. Don't really care what's in the suspicious gravel though. Because I already have sniffers back at my new base, which is where we are headed. We will see the sniffers momentarily. In like 500 or so blocks. I guess I'd gotten kelp from over there for some reason. Why all the way over there? What was I doing out here where I needed kelp? Like this far away from either of my bases. Not sure. Well, you can see that's where I pruned chunks for an update. And one of the chunks got pruned and one of them didn't, so we got half a mushroom. Sort of little artifacts like that all over the world. Just like spots where I was. Now I am not. Who knows? That doesn't make any kind of sense. There we go, we are back at the base. Let's do our free cam so we can look at our sniffers. Wow, look at those sniffers. I need to name like 18 of these, but I'm just too lazy to make 18 name tags. Down here, we have a minecart that just kind of runs. It's not currently running because I'm not in entity loading distance. I don't want to free cam, I want to shift out of the boat. Now if we go close, where the entities can actually like do things. There we go, see, minecart's moving. So yeah, these guys just kind of sniff up the flowers, and then they also sometimes have intercourse when I want them to, which I haven't since I completed this farm. 20 sniffers is enough. Then they go into this item sorter where their eggs and their flower seeds get sorted. I don't have a use for any of this stuff currently. I don't know, I might use them as like decoration blocks. I don't really have a use for them, I just kind of wanted to have them. So I did. The sniffers are loud. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of them. Okay, you can see now, because of... Why did you just take damage? Don't do that. There we go, let's get our leash back, and we're gonna sleep. I don't need it being nighttime. I mean, my mob switch is on, so zombies should not be of any concern to us. But still. Anyway, there's our guy. I still don't know what he's suffocated in. But yeah, you're just gonna go down there, and you still have your inventory filled with 8 stacks of seeds. Good, good. And you... No, do not... Fucking hell. Okay, you suck and I don't like you very much. There's a job in there, there's an employment. Yep, you go there. Yay, you have a job now. Okay, wonderful. That base is huge. This base is quite large. This is quite the labor of love. been living in it for, yeah, because it was like a year ago now that I uploaded the video on this storage system, which was the first thing here. So yeah, I've been working on it for like a year, about a year or so. Let's just get 20 wheat seeds so we can lock, or 20 pieces of wheat just so we can lock in our farmer guy as a farmer. I don't really have any reason I need to, I just kind of did it with that last one while I was testing something. Message me, my friend. Friend just thanked me for being proud of her for blocking her weird ex-girlfriend. There we go, you're officially a farmer. There we go, they're both farmers, they've both got 8 stacks of seeds. I pray they aren't gonna try and breed with them. Please, for the love of all things holy. We have 8 stacks and 8 stacks. And none of them can access their composters to turn those seeds into bone meal. That's a thing that I learned they can do after I'd already built this farm. Initially the composter was here in the middle, but he would just go over to it and then, yeah, I don't know. It was a pain. Now neither of them can go to their composters, and all of this wheat should all be in range for them to go and mess with. Now they should be planting wheat and minecart. Minecarting, I gotta go. Nice world, though. Thank you for stopping by. It is appreciated. Yeah, there we go. This should all be good. We shouldn't be having issues with the wrong items getting hung up around here. I hope. So I think that is all the debugging done. Please, for the love of all things holy, let it be the debugging done. I'm going to go down here. Yep, these hay bales are still here. Let's save. Let's preserve them. I like preservation. It's not really the block I wanted to break it in, but there we go. That's like an emerald now. And let's take all these out. So now we have a starting point. And then this can all go into here. And yay. Okay. Black spike again. So these guys should be working diligently. They'll love to see it. Splendid. And now it's raining. And also I need to de-scaffoldify all of this. All of it can go. Be gone, be gone. Go away and go away. These lag spikes are not fun. Yeah, that's good enough for item pickup. The rest of the stuff can just kind of chill in the ocean. Why was it snowing there? Oh, that's odd. It's just like straight up snowing. Guess not enough for us to actually get snow though, so that's fine. That's good, as long as I don't have to string things up. Let's also just make sure there's no item cloggages in the storage system, which there really shouldn't ever be, because of how I've chunk loaded everything. But occasionally you get Just the odd thing going wrong when you just put in like a shit ton of items. So occasionally we've just got to go up here and make sure it's not doing any of that. Yeah, this is fine. I suppose that's not the only dropper vader, so I should probably check the other dropper vaders and make sure they're all behaving themselves. Make sure none of these other dropper vaders are problem zones. Okay, that's not a problem zone. Also up here one time something went weird. That's all fine and dandy. I suppose I've never checked. There's a drop. Lag spikes again. Oh, it's over here. There's another dropper vader. Well, no, there's a couple of dropper vaders over here. I've never checked this dropper vader. That one's fine. And this dropper vader's the final one. And yeah, that's all good. No issues. No issues. It's just the one that I think it's like only once or twice had the issue where it would get clogged up at the top. But yeah. So there we go. That is all of that. Looking good. So now, there we go. We've debugged a wheat farm. Got it going, got it running. These guys like to go up to their composters because they're stupid. You can't bone meal any of those seeds. Your inventory will be stuck as seeds forever. I guess they also have, starting to learn, they also kind of have a working hours where they just don't work all day. They work sometimes. Sometimes they work and sometimes they don't work. And that's just how they roll. Yeah, about an hour. Okay, I feel like that's good debugging. Thank you for watching me debug a wheat farm. I will see you all at some point when Fractured SMP decides to start again, or if I decide to start recording and actually doing stuff. Yeah. But yes, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, I don't know, I feel like my old outro is too childish. Yes, be sure to like, subscribe, commit war crimes, violate the Geneva Convention. Don't actually YouTube if you're watching this. And yes, goodbye. See you all.